Hello everyone, JRDeal96 here with a brand new unboxing. As you can tell by the title, it's CM Punk related, duh, but it's from Chalkline Apparel. Now, this is a website that does a lot of, apparel like shorts, jackets. They collab with Marvel, they collab with the NBA, they collab with, also the WWE. And one of the things that they were teasing for a while was CM Punk shorts based on ring attires that Punk has worn throughout his career. And two of them I got. So I might as well just get right into this and show you what I got. What's crazier is I ordered this on, the day after they launched it. And then it didn't arrive until like later that week. It came like that. That's how quick it was. I was like, wow, I got it super quick. Maybe like within 2 days. Like, that's how quick it was. I couldn't believe how quick it arrived. It was like, wow. So, let's just get right into it and get these things out. These are all larges, by the way. I only got 2 pairs. $50 each for their pair of shorts. And they come in these little bags here. This just says Chalkline. These Ziplocs. They gotta put them in someplace, Wow. Does that look cool? That looks freaking awesome. So what I have here is CM Punk shorts based on his ring gear from SummerSlam 2012, which is a nice little tribute to one of his all-time favorites, Bret the Hitman Hart. Especially with the stripes, the little flame stripes on the side of, of his, ring gear. And also his kick pads had it as well, so that was cool. And also kind of reminiscent of a more recent SummerSlam that took place not too long ago. CM Punk came out to similar looking gear. Not this kind, but some of the, designs on his kick pads and trunks were very similar to his Bret Hart attire from 2012. So, on the front, you have, the 4 stars and the stripes, the flame stripe. And then on the back, same thing, but you have CM Punk in the corner. So, how cool is that? Alrighty, let me try on these real quick. So these are what the shorts look like. They look pretty cool. They have pockets on the side right here, on both sides. They're essentially like basketball shorts, like athletic shorts. You're wearing. That's pretty much what it is. So, and since this is a Bret Hart themed ring attire that he wore back in 2012, how appropriate is it now? Yes, I got these last year, and if you are not aware, but I also got a pair signed by the man himself, Bret Hart. I know it's kind of hard to see, especially with my shades on, but if you can see, I'll put a better picture of it for you to see, but it has his signature on it, which is cool. Now, the last one I got is a pretty special one, in my honest opinion. Holds a little special place in my heart because this is the same ring attire he wore in one of my favorite matches of all time. So, let me open that up for you. And that is his ring attire from Money in the Bank 2011 in his match against John Cena for the WWE Championship in his hometown of Chicago, Illinois. And it's based on the Chicago flag with the stars and the color of the flag. It was honestly one of my favorite ring attires he's ever worn in his career, alongside the Bret Hart one. Also, I like the red white one, like the red and white one that he had, like from SummerSlam 2011. That was another one of my favorites. Shame they didn't include that. But I always liked this one. But anyways, let me try on these pairs of shorts now. So these are what the shorts look like on me. Looks really awesome. based on his, Chicago roots and stuff. How awesome is that? These shorts actually go well with my kick pads that I have that I got for Halloween 10 years ago. My God. When I dressed up as him for Halloween back in 2014 during that period of uncertainty about him because we weren't sure of what his status was at that time. This was after his walkout. So we weren't sure of what he was going to be doing. And he retweeted me. I do remember that. Like, that was awesome when he retweeted me. And I got so many notifications from Twitter. I'm like, what happened? Like, is it... And then it turned out it was because CM Punk retweeted it. And I was like, holy shit. He knows I'm real. So that was awesome. So anyways, that's really it on this unboxing from Chalkline Apparel. So the recap, we got the CM Punk Money in the Bank 2011 shorts. And we got the CM Punk Bret Hart tribute from SummerSlam 2012. Really cool stuff. Speaking of SummerSlam, let me talk about it. Even though I knew most of the outcomes for these matches, I enjoyed the show. I thought it was really great. And Punk, obviously, I was nervous for, because I didn't want anything bad to happen to him again, like Royal Rumble, where he got hurt. And so far, it looks like he's fine. I just saw on his Instagram story he was at Baltimore, where Raw is tonight, at the time we're recording this. So he's going to be there. So obviously this feud between Punk and Drew, and especially with Seth, is not over yet. Seth Rollins inadvertently cost Punk the match, which I kind of saw coming already, and I knew Drew was going to win. So it's probably going to continue, so there's probably going to be that. I kind of saw Dom turning on Rhea a mile away. I saw Finn turning on Damian a mile away, even though I was kind of surprised at the outcome for Damian Priest and Gunther. I did not anticipate Gunther to win the world title that night. I expected him to win maybe at Bash of Berlin. It would make more sense there, but, I even said, it would not make sense to put out a cool documentary for Damian Priest and how he was able to overcome all the odds and make it to where he was, and then just to have him lose the World Heavyweight Championship. It wouldn't make sense. But it surprised me. I was like, oh, wow, they're actually doing it now. They're actually, causing the Judgment Day implosion, So, there's that. LA Knight obviously was winning that U.S. title. No question. Yeah. It was this was a must-win for him. It was a must-win for LA Knight. Because, I think this was the last straw for all of us, honestly. Braun Breaker won the Intercontinental title, which I was happy because obviously I was kind of surprised at them, having him lose at Money in the Bank. But now I realize, I think it kind of made sense. So it was kind of fun that they finally put the title on Braun Breaker. See what he can do. Nia Jax was obviously winning that women's title. There was no cash-in happening. I don't get why people were saying, oh, Tiffany should cash in on Nia the second she wins the women's title. Dude, she just got a brand new briefcase. Would it make sense to create a brand new briefcase, then you put on for sale on WWE Shop, just for her to cash it in the next night and win? What a waste. That would be going on clearance literally the next day. You don't want that. You want to milk it a bit. So I don't think Tiffany was going to cash in that night, and I'm pretty sure that she'll not cash in for a while. She'll probably hold on to that for a while. I think it would make more sense, storyline-wise. You want to build towards it, I talked about Punk and Drew and Seth. It was kind of fun to see them recreate the spot from SummerSlam 97 with the steel chair, where Seth has the chair, and then Drew pushes him. And then Seth is about to go hit Drew with the chair, but Drew, moves out of the way and has almost hit CM Punk. Kind of reminiscent of Bret Hart when Shawn was the ref and he had the chair and Bret spat in his face, and then Shawn went to hit Bret with the chair, but instead Bret ducks and hits the Undertaker and costs him the WWE title. So I guarantee you, I kind of love that, that they called back to that. That was awesome to see. was kind of funny when the commentators like Michael Cole were saying this is the first singles match CM Punk has had in WWE in 10 years. And I'm like, I was at his first singles match in 10 years. What are you talking about? But I get what they mean, first televised singles match, because the first singles match he had was a non-televised live event at MSG. So I just kind of found that pretty funny. Cody and Solo. Bloodline rules. So much for Bloodline rules. It wasn't really much of a no disqualification match. It was just like a regular match. Like maybe it was just that done just to make people say, okay, Solo can perform well and stuff. But I'm like the only weapon used was the steel steps, and even in that moment when Solo got hit with it twice and then hit the spear on Cody, and that steel steps went flying and bounced off the ropes and almost hit Cody right in the face. I was like, oh god. But then you had the Tongas show up, and then Kevin Owens and Randy Orton strolled their way down. And then Jacob Fatu came in. And obviously there is concern for Jacob because of the way he hit that announce table. Like, he hurt his shin. He probably connected on the corner of that table. And hopefully he'll be fine. Hopefully he'll be alright. I'm hoping that he's okay. There's that. I'm just praying, I don't want anything bad to happen to Jacob Fatu, man. Like, Jacob Fatu has just been amazing. But the obvious thing that everyone wanted to see happened. I prayed for this, and it happened. Roman Reigns, the original tribal chief, came out to his WrestleMania 40 theme. I like the fact that they kept it mysterious, like, is he going after Cody? Is he going after Solo? It made you kept guessing. I was even guessing myself. I'm like, oh, what if they swerve us here? But then, Roman comes into the ring, hits the Superman punch on Solo, and the crowd went nuts. And I was like, yes, there you go. And then he does that ooh-ah, which is probably the loudest I ever heard that ooh-ah thing he does before he hits the spear ever in my entire time of being a fan. My gosh. But he did look at Cody right afterwards and say, you're on borrowed time. In a way saying, I got family business to deal with, but after I'm done with that, I'm coming after you. Essentially, that's what it was. Like, I don't think Roman is essentially top babyface right now. I think he's more like anti-hero tweener right now because he's got to deal with Solo Sikoa and the Rogue Bloodline, and this probably is going to go on for the rest of the year, probably up to WrestleMania next year. So really excited to see where they go with Roman and the whole Bloodline story. Like, when does Jimmy Uso come into play? When does Jey Uso come into play? When does The Rock come into play? And what happens to the other, Samoans that they recently signed to WWE? What happens? When are they gonna show up? This is gonna be. I hope they don't milk it as long as they did with the NWO and WCW, because it's starting to feel like this now a little bit. But I'm pretty sure they'll do fine. But overall, I really enjoyed SummerSlam, I thought it was a phenomenal show. I'm more excited for an event taking place the weekend of August 16th to the 18th. And that will be Fanatics Fest in New York City. I'm going to be going on Saturday and Sunday, on the 17th and 18th of August. Because I'm going to be meeting on Saturday CM Punk, and I'm going to be meeting on Sunday Rey Mysterio. So I'm really, really excited to finally meet not only Rey Mysterio, but to finally meet CM Punk again. Right there was the first time I met him, back in 2017. But I'm always wanted to meet him again, and actually, tell him my story, because I never had the opportunity to really do so because of how nervous I was back then. And I did get these, little passes from Fanatics Fest today, so I got to get a lanyard to put these on so that I can hold on to them and stuff. I don't know how I'm going to be heading to that place, since it's taking place in the same venue that New York Comic Con usually takes place in, which is the Javits Center in the city. Don't know how I'm going to be doing it, if I'm going to be taking the train to the city or if I'm going to be driving to the city. It's going to be interesting what I'm going to be doing. I'm really looking forward to finally meeting Ray and CM Punk, It's going to be awesome. Anyways, that's really it on this unboxing. I hope you guys enjoyed. So if you like what you saw here, hit the like button, subscribe, share this video with your friends. Be sure to ring that bell to be part of the notification squad. Be sure to check out my Instagram because I make cool ads and Markiplier, Jacksepticeye, even myself. I also reenact as a cosplays on there, so go check it out. And be sure to check out my Tumblr and my Discord in the description as well. So until next time, JRD6 signing out. I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.